Go.
Hello, YouTube, and welcome back, booklets, to another episode of Derpaige, the Fabula Ultima campaign with my lovely, lovely players. And speaking of the lovely players, I think it's time we say hello to them really quick. Starting off from left to right, as always. We start with Siratamon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Siratamon, CEO and founder of the one and only B Squared Industries you all know and use. Standing before you, reconstructed by the Founders Division, to play Lyle Rains, the immovable shield, who maybe has other tricks now.
Cannot confirm. This dude moves very fast.
Oh yeah, the fastest tank in the West.
Oh yeah. No,
Despite the fact
no
that we're on
one
the
can
East
move faster
Continent.
than him.
Oh yeah, we are on the Eastern Continent.
Yeah, we're on Duplancia.
That's true.
Speaking of fast players and all that, let's talk about the Time Mage, who was played by Lionel VT.
Hello. Hi, I'm Lionel, Lion Scientist Vtuber, born in a lab, raised in a lab. Coming soon, hopefully for real. Ken, to a lab near you. It's been too long, but Pride Month is a perfect excuse because of all the lion puns.
Wait, I was about to say, do you make yourself a pride?
It's the I would say the pride is everyone at my server, but like no, that it has to be a bunch of lions.
Happy Pride, by the
Pride
way.
the pride was in us all along.
That's so true. It's so true, and yeah. So yeah, I'm playing Era, as described, Time Mage, and maybe did an oopsie whoopsie.
As we found out last episode.
Oopsie.
Now then, speaking of prides, whenever I think of prides, I always think of dragons. And speaking of dragons, we got two with us.
Hello! I am Kaiser TD Child, the Broken Crimson Dragon, and I was about to go with my actual intro, out of lots of habit. Anyway, I am also playing Arian, the Finnick Fox Harmacist. I'm gonna call myself a Harmacist. I'm stealing it.
I'm a healer, but you hear the sound of a gun cocking, but it's just a bow.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's a bow for now.
Or better yet, like the wizard staff thing. You hear the shotgun rack of and it's just a wizard staff and a shotgun shell comes out. Just silly, like, Enter the Gungeon levels of...
I may be out of spells, but I ain't out of shells.
Bullets.
It's just a different spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the end of... Was the movie Wizards?
Yes!
This is the ultimate spell. Send to God.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of spells and magic, last but certainly not least, we have the greatest wizard of all time.
Indeed, I am the most powerful wizard of all time, Ryusei Shining Heart. A dragon is what I am, and wizarding is what I do. And I am playing Takeshi, Jugumu Jugumu, Kokoro Surikere, Kajuru Sugiro Sugiyamatsu, Unai Matsu, Furei Matsu, Kuno Tokoro Sumzokoro, Yabara Koji no Black Koji, Pai no Shuringan no Gurindai, Pompokino Pompokanano, Chokyume no Chosuke.
Oh my god!
How many times you recited that in front
How
of the
long
mirror?
did you practice that?
I have watched many an episode of Joshiraku, and the ending is Jugumu Jugumu, Kokoro Surikere, Kajuru Sugiro Sugiyamatsu, Unai Matsu, Furei Matsu, Kuno Tokoro Sumzokoro, Yabara Koji no Black Koji, Pai Pono Shuringan Kyun!
Hi, Cthulhu!
Shuringan no Gurindai, Gurindai no Pompokino, Pompokanano, Chokume no Chosuke, dun da 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 da.
Ryusei, I have something very important to say to you.
Yes.
You are a fucking weeb.
I know.
was-
Isn't that great?
I was thinking the exact same
I
thing.
am amazed and also just like flabbergasted
It's
that you got
Edward.
that so well.
Said with all of the affection that I can muster in my cold
Oh.
black heart.
Holy crap, that was good. Now, speaking of silly, silly last names, Ryu is playing, as we all know. Ryu, would you like to introduce your character?
That I just did. His name is.
Yeah, that's what that big thing
Oh,
was.
kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
that
his last
led
name.
into the insults.
Oh. Oh, I see.
He is the up and coming common writer.
And our
As he's
fifth player,
commonly known as. Sorry.
our fifth player, Bagel Gremlin, who cannot be with us today, who is still toiling away at work, will always be
the
welcome at this
mines.
table.
Mm-hmm.
And here's hoping one day they will make a proper return. Let's get some positive vibes sent Bagel's way.
Yes.
Yeah, Bagel has all my well wishes.
Done with
I don't
capitalism.
know. No, I think you should call him Mr. Jiggly Jiggly. I think it is more important to call him Jiggly Jiggly.
Also, hi fritters, yeah, I got the name gag ready. Now then,
Salmon vibes?
why salmon vibes Cthulhu? You know what? It's Cthulhu.
Oh, because of the eating all of the salmon. Because they had to eat all of it. This huge thing
Who
of salmon.
would
with
like to handle
whatever
the
the
recap?
last follower goal was. No, we already agreed on this. We had a discussion about this. Because I was not here, I am bringing the recap.
Hey, yup.
All right.
To learn something real nice.
Are we ready?
Yeah, please.
Amid revelry over two concurrent missions, managing to not destroy their respective towns, very important, and I know our guildmaster is still celebrating this. Team A and B meet for breakfast, cooked by one and only Kiki. As Guildmaster Delilah drowns her joy, other members of the guild warn that such success is unbecoming of a Golem Heart member, as it only serves to encourage the Guildmaster to pull out nicer drinks. As Ira attempts to explain the I still cannot read those words seriously. Explain the alpha and betas. This is when a daddy alpha loves a daddy beta. Alpha is the party had encountered the day before to Isaac.
You couldn't
Lyle
just
gives-
say anima aberrants.
Yes, but Lyle gives his input before suggesting Ira consider further sparring to prepare for future encounters with the two. Saved by Isaac's deflection to go into town and shop, Ira declines as Lyle and Takeshi split off to the sparring area to prepare their bout. Both brandishing new equipment, Kiki blows a whistle and Lyle awaits Takeshi's first move. Transforming into his Emerald Hercules beetle form, Takeshi takes off, launches himself, raining fist first. He slams into an awaiting Lyle, who takes a hold of his arm, throwing him out of the guild campus and into a garden in the nearby. What? Why was this such an epic spar?
Because my first counterattack was a crit.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, this whole series is inspired in part by a combination of the Legend of Heroes and Fairy Tale and some of my own writing. So, of course, the battles are going to be a little over the top.
Also, because it was said in chat, I gotta do it. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules! You gotta do the clap with it, the specific clap. Lyle begins talking to Kiki about her newfound job as a chef in the guild as he awaits Takeshi's return. Peeling himself from the tree he found himself embedded in, Takeshi took advantage of the distracted Lyle to land his next blow. As the two continue to engage, it quickly becomes evident that Lyle is not driving the fight, merely prolonging it to provoke further engagement with Takeshi. As it progressed, Takeshi brings his halberd to bear, launching Lyle into the air with a crystalline spire. Grinding against the spire with his shield, Lyle launches himself back into Keshi, who poises to redirect himself. As the two connect, Lyle's shields shift, curling forward as they hook into the plates of the Emrohld fighter, launching him again across the field. As rocks and fists are launched in return, Lyle finally strikes, cracking a shield down into his combatant's armor as a second Emrohld spire erupts beneath them, knocking Lyle to the ground. The bout ended. Lyle holds out his hand in congratulations, only to have it knocked away as Takeshi retires for lunch. Oh, Takeshi. Ira and Isaac, who had been watching, depart to town as Amp tries to stop Lycoris.
Like
Horus.
Lycoris, thank you, from sparring. Isaac and Ira take a detour from their trips to town as Ira asks about his arm. From the safety of a secluded park, Isaac displays his arm, noting its experimental origin and displaying its ability through the draining of power from a healing potion. Ira posits the potential that these experiments were intended to create similar crystals to those seen in the past two missions, only confirmed by Isaac's pain at trying to consider it. The two continue to shop before returning to the guild hall, met by piles of guild members exhausted by their bouts of sparring against Lycoris. I don't know why I'm having trouble with that name. I'm sorry. Inside, Takeshi enjoys his victory burger as a burger. Good job. Victory burger.
Victory
as
burger.
Kiki, you got a burger. It's a victory burger. As Kiki asks about his motivation to join the guild, questioning his decisions to wear a belt of unknown origins. As Amp continues to try and stop Lycoris' rampage, Lyle challenges her to land a hit on him, which he barely blocks. Noticing she has not shown the full strength of her new blade, Lyle accepts the risk as the seventh form of Lycoris' seven-branch sword is loosed, blocked but not stopped until Lycoris collapses from exhaustion. Carrying her and Amp to their rooms, the guild retires from their peaceful day off. The following day, that peace is broken as news comes that Isaac, Kiki, and Lycoris were jumped in the park. Rushing to check on them, Team A joins the crowd, seeing him beaten and collapses before a tree engraved with Amp, signed with a guild crest of unknown origin. Spelled crowd wrong and it bothers me, but other than that, yes.
Well,
It's,
and
It threw me off really bad.
that'll earn you that level of recap will earn you 100 Zenit.
Yay! I know you should also throw some of that Zenit towards Saratamon. He's the one actually writing these. I'm just reading them.
I mean, you guys are reading them minute by minute.
Well, no, he actually does TLDRs.
That's a TLDR?
Yes, that's a TLDR.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
I am looking at the document.
I'm scared.
My goal with the TLDRs is cut back as much as I can while still allowing people to know the story beats and core information.
No, that's perfectly valid. Alright then, we're gonna start exactly. Well, not exactly where we left off. We left off with a scene of tension with 3 members of the B team being dispatched overnight and being discovered in the park. And as they were taken to the guild infirmary for obvious reasons, we make a break back toward the guild itself, where there's quite a lot of discussion over what could have happened and who could have done this, and speculation being thrown left and right, up and down. How are the players responding to this, though? This is about an hour and a half later. The 3 members of the B team, Kiki, Lycoris, and Isaac, are in the infirmary, getting some rest, being checked up on. You're assured they will be 100% okay. Just that they're not going to be able to take on any missions for a bit.
Do we know where Amp is?
Currently, Unfortunately, in the midst of all the chaos, she slipped her way back up to the dorm room.
Actually, it occurs to me to ask: is the guild symbol we saw the same as the previous one that we?
No.
Yeah, from the okay, so
Okay.
this is a completely new symbol.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not the one that was on the
Hmm.
guild mission, correct?
That is correct.
Mhm.
The symbol that you saw, the best way to describe it would be a warped eye. You know how a cat's pupils will like become a vertical slit?
Mm-hmm.
This is almost a perfect horizontal slit in the center of the eye. While the edges of the eye are tinged with horns.
It doesn't happen. Okay. Let me. I need to.
I think I might need to hear that just one more time. It is an eye with a slit, and the edges are torrents.
Tinged
Like, what do
with
you mean?
horns.
Horns. Okay, I heard torrents, and I'm like, describe that. Like, what do you mean? What? There's so much you can mean by torrent.
All right. I need to do some investigating in my memories. I'm gonna use train. Can I use train memory to go back to the scene where we saw the villain?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is a if please click your skill to show it in the game chat for anyone that's watching along. Trained memory. You may briefly recall the details of any scene you have visited within the past week. You can go back in time within your mind in order to examine and investigate such scenes again. Your flash of insight skill will apply to these memories as well.
Well, that's cool.
So my-
Rad ability.
That is awesome. Is that part of your time shit?
No, that's part of Lore Master. That's
Oh,
my
that's
other
so
class.
cool.
And
That's
now
so
we
cool.
temporarily
Such a
rewind back in time to the conspicuous town. It is shortly after.
With the conspicuous statue in the middle of the town square.
Yep. Yeah.
My sister confirmed that was completely intentional as well, and I'm going to bop her on the head for it.
Oh, there's some bonking. Freaking, oh man.
Anyways, it is shortly after you had finished off Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly, like moments after his arm was temporarily torn from his body by that figure. What are you doing?
Well, I am specifically like I'm looking at the has
The best way to describe this right now to you,
Yeah.
Lionel,
yeah.
is you're in an out-of-body experience within this scene itself. Everything is kind of like sepia. Everything is like
Yeah.
slightly browned out and like moving at 1/1000th.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
Willie,
that's-
can I request Ryu say make a charisma roll? Failure means he is awkward all stream. Well, no, because there is no charisma stat in this game. You have might, insight, willpower, and dexterity. As this is not D&D. This is not D&D. This is Fabula Ultima.
It sure is.
Try to mess him up. Do it again.
Get 'em. I mean, Lilith, it is so.
Can we stop calling it that, Lilith? God damn it!
I'm s-
Can we stop with the comparison?
You're right. It doesn't look like a. You know, I'm not gonna.
Think of the ratings.
Gonna go over here and be good.
oh my god.
Lionel, you can see yourself and the others in this scene, and you can move about this scene only as far as you originally were able to view. So if you were to walk around the corner, the limitation of the scene would just be blank. You would not.
Sure.
It's almost like a stage play.
Right. That's fair because it's what I can remember. So I mean, the thing I immediately want to know is, does that symbol show up anywhere on the coat that the villain was wearing,
No.
or as like an accessory?
No. You take a close look at that figure. There is absolutely no identifying feature on aside from like the brief moment of their darkened skin, of their hand showing when they grab that stone, and the like eerily iridescent pink, purplish glowing chains of their unique magic.
And those don't match up. Well, I guess we wouldn't know because this would have just been carved into a tree.
Yes, this is true. You get no inclination as to this figure's particular affiliation. Suffice to say, you know they have something to do, at least, with one dark guild.
Yeah, but as far as I'm aware, we basically just took down that guild, practically.
You did take
Like
down
the-
Demisurge.
Yeah.
Demisurge was kind of like an upstart of a dark guild,
Mm-hmm.
but you were able to take it down.
Yeah, it was just it was basically just the people in that town. If I look around, do I see anything resembling that guild, the other guild symbol?
No, you do not. This lets you know that at least either they were super duper good at hiding, or they were not here at all. You would know this, though. In character, you would know this. Unless they have an outright reason to, like through business or some other means or another. Most dark guilds will not work together. They may like form an alliance of like non-aggression toward one another. But sometimes they will combat one another for the sake of ownership of a job, or very rarely will they outright work together or under another association.
My thought was essentially that they like would have set up Demisurge as like a front/training ground, essentially, and or like a training like group, and that would be sort of where the connection lies. But it doesn't. I'm not able to. I mean, that assumption has not been deconfirmed by this, but I don't know that it has anything to do with the guild symbol we just saw. So, yeah.
Would you like to return back to Upheaval then?
I think I need to, yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna glean anything else from that.
Now then, how is everyone else responding to the recent events? Sarada, as you had asked, any of you could have noticed that Amp, aka Arya, was heading upstairs to the dorms.
Lyle absolutely followed after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Are all four of you going then?
I'm going. Certainly.
Alright then. As you all head upstairs, you all nearly bump into her as she's coming down the stairs.
Does
She's
she
got a
have
weapon in hand. She's got
Oh?
a look of anger in her eye.
Oh.
She looks like she's ready to go do something, but she's not sure what it is. She's got that lost and ready to just swing.
What's the weapon?
Her specific weapon is actually a modified folding staff that doubles as a microphone stand.
Hmm.
Neat.
Okay.
I think Lyle's just going to put a hand on it.
Do you say anything?
I don't think Lyle says anything here, especially if they're on the stairs, and gestures with his other hand back towards her room.
You better let me go. I need to go solve this.
I believe that would be a terrible idea.
And what would you know about terrible ideas?
They are calling for you, Amp.
Yeah, I could see that.
Look for them.
I can see that clearly.
Then why are you obliging their request?
And she's kind of like tugging on the weapon. But your grip clearly holds firm.
You need to keep yourself safe.
And what, just stay here while they know where I am?
Going in blindly is not going to help much either.
Even if you know it's a trap, it's still a trap.
If you go for them, they know where you are. If you stay here, they know where you are. The difference is the guild.
You hear her breathe in sharply through her nose. And it looks like she's ready to scream. But something stops her. A single hand rests on top of her head. And as you look behind her, you could see Delilah, the guildmaster. You're gonna have to settle down, and you're gonna have... You four, we're gonna have a talk really quick.
Sure.
And of course, Amp looks like she's about ready to make a break for it, but with a quick little, like, anime-style punch over the top of the noggin, like the whole knock-it-off type punch. I'm sure many of you would recognize that type of punch.
Right.
Yep.
Guildmaster just clocks Amp straight over the head. It just, like, knocks her straight into the ground. But I said you need to cool it. You need to cool it. Yeah, she knocks her out cold for a little bit. Just hoists her up with her one arm over her shoulder, clearly demonstrating that she's got at least enough strength to match Lyle, if not more, with one arm, and just starts walking off towards her office, motioning with her
Lyle's
like
immediately
empty, like armless
deal.
shoulder.
Same. Immediately following.
Yep.
She takes you to her guild. She takes you to the guildmaster office, which is actually one of two offices that she has. And the time that you've been here, and the time that you like discuss with Vina and all that, there's a upper floor of the guild reserved specifically for the elite members of the guild, for the people that are strong enough to take on much more dangerous missions, for people that are able to hold their own, people that can be called one-man armies, people who have earned the title of guild ace or an S rank, people who essentially you would need who would be able to take on like 5 dukes at once, if not more.
Hmm.
But she takes you to the lower office, where, anyone goes. And she just kind of like unceremoniously dumps the unconscious amp on top of, into the seat cushions of one of the chairs. She sits down, and she does not look too pleased about this.
I mean, I don't think any of us are pleased about this.
I'm certainly not.
What are your thoughts on the matter, all of you?
I mean, obviously somebody's after her.
Yeah.
But
Is it fair to say that I still have the torn up pieces of the guild quest?
It was never torn up. It was more so crumbled up.
It was just crumpled. Okay, I could have sworn that she had torn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Lyle's immediately just putting that down on the table.
Oh, had we previously seen this symbol? Oh, okay.
No, we've not seen the symbol, but we know that there is a Dark Guild quest for
I
Amp's
see.
retrieval.
I see.
Wait, was that from the last time, or am I just not remembering it from
It was
before?
from like 2 times ago-ish.
Mm-hmm.
One of those.
It was from the
Perk
very
had given
end.
it to us
Yeah,
at
it was
Onward.
Yeah, it was from the very end of the session where we fought.
The Guildmaster takes a moment to look this over. Look you all in the eyes. And with her one hand just pinching the bridge between her eyebrows, she sighs and takes in a deep breath. All right. I can tell you exactly what guild is looking out for her currently. But you have to understand something. There are laws in place that prevent us from going after them. To prevent guild-to-guild conflict.
Even if we were allowed, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that we could take them on.
It's more so that it's better we don't until they come to us.
I too agree with that assessment.
More that we have to make it a defense.
So we're just gonna wait for them to come attack?
No. We're not. You are gonna take her and go on a little side mission to help her cool her head.
Oh. But, okay.
I have to report this to the council and figure out what it is we have to do. Because even if this is technically a guild-to-guild conflict, it's not under official channels. This isn't some state-appointed tournament. This isn't some dark guild has committed a heinous crime that has earned them a mission for someone to take them down. This was just a random attack, and we can't do anything about that. Until we confirm it was actually Gorgon Eye that did this.
Do you?
Who's to say it's not someone just using their symbol to get them into trouble? Who's to say it's actually them doing this? We have to investigate.
That is fair, I suppose.
Yes. How often does that happen, though, that people, that guilds use each other's to start fights?
I mean, I can't
know-
imagine dark guilds are particularly well liked.
It's very rare that they even like each other.
It does seem like the sort of thing that one dark guild would do to another.
I need the four of you to do me a huge favor. Okay?
Okay.
She's looking
Yeah.
at all of you and waiting for your responses individually.
Lyle is just looking her in the eye, waiting for her to
Yeah.
continue.
Arian just nods.
Thanks.
Ira also nods. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
There's no way we can take care of this peacefully with her around at the moment. I want you to go find a side quest down on the board, take her along with you.
I do have one question though. Does she know who's after her?
I highly doubt it.
Mm.
And even if she did, it's hard to say where they are.
Do you know why?
They have what is essentially a small moving island.
Okay.
She just like calmly lets you know that Gorgonai is known to be a hard, like, despite the fact that they have such a huge building. Reaper, hush. Yeah, look, I know I know I called it a side quest. Shush. Listen, okay, I had a flub, okay?
I feel
No,
like
it's
side
fine.
quests
It's
would actually
fine.
be fitting.
It's fine. Yeah, like
Because
it makes sense. In context.
It's she's blatantly saying the point isn't doing the quest. The point is getting her away from the guild hall and clearing her
Yeah.
head.
Mm-hmm.
She's
That's what I
asking
sort
you
of-
essentially to find a way to get Amp away from the guild while they can do some digging into the matter and contact the consul and all that. Knowing full well that this girl who is potentially got a lot of strength in her, and given her name has some very strong ties to specific people, that there's a lot at stake here.
I'm sorry for the aside, but are you saying Gorgon Eye, like
Yes.
like the beast Gorgon?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was hearing that correctly.
No, it's
So
the
wait,
fisherman's
okay.
eye. It's Gordon.
Gordon.
Oh yeah, some wonderful white water
Wait.
fish fillets.
So are they horns or are they snakes on the side of the eye?
They're actually horns.
Okay.
Guild symbols are oftentimes, they're very symbolic. As we've learned with the Golem Heart Guild symbol.
Yeah. Sorry, when I think of Gorgons, I think of snakes. So that's why I was making
Mhm.
sure.
So the guild
Anyway,
master
I'm sorry.
lets you know she needs you all to take a step away from the guild with her, go somewhere else, get her mind off the matter, try and get her to focus on something else. And she's like begging you for this.
Yeah.
And she's waiting for all four of you to give your to like agree to it. And she's looking at Takeshi right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take her somewhere. We'll blow something up. It'll be fun. Blow out some steam.
We'll all get some steam blowing off, and
There's like a
Roast
slight
up
twitch to
too.
her eye as you mention that. I wouldn't have it any other way. Hi, TGP.
Ira's gonna sort of like stage whisper, like, I promise I'm not gonna blow anything up. Like, completely, like, fully audible to everyone else.
Arian looks at Ira and he's like, "Why are you promising?"
I'm so proud of you for your restraint. As she's speaking through clenched teeth now to you guys.
If there there's no collateral, then a Golem Heart mission will stand out too much.
Yeah. Lyle's got a point. You even said that yourself, Delilah.
Just go for now, and I'll start filing the paperwork. You can see her gripping the desk with her one hand, and you can almost hear the wood creaking under the pressure of her grip.
Considering how hard she just hit Amp, I'm surprised it hasn't just completely shattered.
You get the idea that she is showing absolute restraint right now.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Oh.
Lyle's just gonna drop his smile, put one hand on the desk near hers, and just say, I will keep her safe.
Thank you. This guild is more than just a job to some of us. It's a second family, if not the first family some of us have. This is a place where anyone can come to make a name for themselves. But it's also a place where anyone can gather to find a home. I want that to be the one thing that people take away from here. And for all of you, that extends to you too. When someone messes with one of us, they're going to mess with all of us. Do not think that none of us are upset about it. But for now, I need you to do this.
I don't blame anyone for high tensions under the circumstances. But in any case, yes.
Alright then. Takeshi, Lyle, carry her out. Get her to a carriage. When she wakes up, explain everything.
You grab her legs,
Lyle's-
grab her arms. Let's go.
Lyle's going to hand you her staff and then to pick her up.
That works too. Okay.
Arian just looking at Ira and just like, why do you think she didn't ask us to take her? They are clearly being playful.
Uh-huh.
Considering that Arian is like 4 foot short,
Thank you for wording it specifically like that.
4 foot short.
And that is also true.
4 foot short inches.
Delilah
Yeah.
couldn't see Arian behind a stack of paperwork on her desk that just says incident reports.
When she kept asking for everyone to respond, Arian had to like kind of lift up, like jump up a little bit to make sure they were seen.
And that's counting the ear height.
Yeah. It doesn't help that they have the mask on too, so they gotta speak up every single time.
So as you go down to the main lobby, there is a bit of tension in the air. You know, you guys are the only rookies in the guild. You guys are the only newbies, and the fact that 3 of the newbies have been attacked and 1 is being targeted, there's sort of like this... You get this, like, overbearing energy in the room. Of, like, a big brother, big sister sort of, like, protective thing. Like, you can feel, just from the tension in the room, there's concern. But they're trying not to make it apparent. And they're doing a poor job of it.
I think it says a lot that there's more like worry for us than concern that Lyle has an unconscious person draped over his shoulder as we march out the door in single file.
Considering what the guild is known for and the guild master herself, that's pretty standard. Hi, Berserk.
Hey,
I'm picturing that everyone else down here that was like discussing things heard just muffled in the distance from the dorms Delilah yell out something like "You're not going anywhere," and then just heard a thud. And this is like 10 minutes later as we're carrying Amp through.
Of course.
oh, jeez.
As you're about to head out the door, there's a secretary. There's a secretary girl who already has a quest in hand for you, as if she's picked it out.
Mm.
And she hands it to you guys. It's a call for help at a place of luxury. A place that's been making a name for itself recently. The Emrohld Respyte Inn. One of the few locations in the Emrohld Glen. The almost like idyllic, serene bamboo and sakura forest within the thick, almost rainforest-like jungle that is known as the Emerald Jungle.
Mm.
And it is a call for help as the inn has been experiencing quite a number of fresh faces and clientele. But as a result of the gathered mana from people that are both gifted with magic and not, and those who bring tools for their commerce and instruments to play on the stage and many other types of foot traffic that come and go between that area, more and more mana beasts have been coming and attacking the inn. To the point that the security can't handle it themselves, and they're asking for some mages to come by and hopefully curtail enough of the mana beasts to get them to stop, either stop spawning altogether, or at least long enough that they can get through the summer season.
Hmm.
And as you read this, as you're heading down the main market street, Amp is starting to kind of wake up as you head over to this lovely location to collect a carriage and get ready to head on out of the town.
Hmm.
Do you have any comments so far on that? I've heard a lot of Minecraft Villager.
Mm.
Huh. I can hear the nose.
Oh.
Can you hear past the nose?
I mean, so yeah, Amp is like just starting to wake up.
She's making noises like she's starting to wake up. Oh, Resco, thank you for the hydrate.
And I hope yay, thank you for the hydrate, let's go. Are we actually going and moving so that she can't jump off very easily? Or are we going to have to, like,
At the moment, Lila's
prepare?
still carrying her, and Lyle's probably going to stay pretty close to her the entire
Okay,
time.
good, because we might have to prepare.
Yeah, it's gonna be PvP. No, but you're able to get a carriage without much issue. And as you start heading down the main street in the little buggy, who's gonna be the one in the driver's seat?
Definitely not me.
Definitely not Lyle, who is watching Amp.
Bearing in mind, anyone can operate the vehicle so long as they've got enough MP, which mages naturally have enough.
I mean,
You're not going to be charged MP to operate the vehicle, mind you.
but you're just saying you got to be like smart
Yes.
enough to do it. Is what you're trying to
Yeah.
imply?
Essentially, there's a system that, in light of using the direct mana crystal engine, you can hook up and use your own mana to power the vehicle.
I see.
Which is like one of the caveats they have. Like, hey, we'll rent out these to Golem Heart members for free, so long as you power them yourselves. Less wear and tear on our machinery.
Right.
Definitely less wear and tear. As Lyle steps into the wagon, you see the suspension creak.
Oh my.
It just lifts off its right axle.
Oh no.
We're gonna be popping a wheelie the whole way over, guys. It's okay.
A side wheelie. I guess I'll pilot the vehicle. Sure.
Okay, you're in the driver's seat,
Yeah.
which is gonna be on the outside of the vehicle,
Oh.
while the passengers are inside.
I see.
And as you're getting ready to leave Upheaval itself, you start down the road. And Amp is finally waking up. How are you guys going to pass time while you're in the vehicle together?
Well, I'm focusing on channeling, I guess.
And doing the driving thing.
Yeah.
Lila's making sure that he's sitting at a point where he can look out windows on both sides, and if there's a window in the rear, turning around and checking that occasionally as well, just constantly watching the surroundings.
Very valid. Very valid.
So what happened? She's groggily like asking you guys. Sorry, what was that?
Lila.
Delilah made sure you had a nice nap.
We're going on a field trip.
Yes. You had to be rested for the field trip, though. That was what the nice nap was about.
You're telling me our friends are in the infirmary and we're going on a sightseeing trip?
I didn't say it was sightseeing, though we could do some sightseeing. I might actually look for see what kind of, flowers are out there at some point.
She's looking left and right, trying to see like who has her staff at the moment. Resco, thank you so much for the care package, by the way.
Takeshi has it.
She's just gonna lock eyes with you, Takeshi. Those little like feathery ears of hers, like they're kind of ruffled. She does not look too pleased. She's looking for an explanation, or she's looking for her weapon.
So she's gonna try to get that.
It's well crafted, and he very, very worrisomely hands it back to her.
She absolutely takes it back. And there's one other thing that was on her person that, of course, she never goes anywhere without, and that would be her guitar case. Who is the one with her guitar case then?
How big is it?
It's about as big as a regular guitar case.
Okay, it's just a regular guitar. I can say that the Arian has it then. Arian's got it.
As she's giving back her staff, she looks at you, Arian.
Arian
There are no words, and she's just looking at the guitar case.
Arian doesn't even look too perturbed. They're just like, I was just making sure it was safe, and they slide it over.
She almost
Very carefully.
She knee-jerk grabs it and hugs it close. Not even like sets it down next to her, but she's hugging it like a stuffed animal she's cared for her life.
Let's see.
Can you at least tell me what it is we're doing? And why, instead of looking for the people that attacked our friends?
We still had guild things to do. So we're gonna go do guild things.
You said it was outside. Am I hearing all of this? Am I able to, like,
Yeah.
speak?
There's like a little partition window that can be opened up so that you can like speak to the people inside, you know?
I probably wouldn't leave that open, though.
I mean, you can like,
You can leave it open and talk to us.
yeah.
I suppose so, yeah.
Don't want you to get too bored driving the car.
I mean, well, hold on. Is this front compartment, like, open? Or
Yeah,
this front...
or is it like a carriage?
Think of it like a cross between a Model T and a horse-drawn carriage. You got the buggy compartment that people can sit inside, and then you got like the person who sits outside to either have it be horse-drawn or automatically pull itself.
So if this moves at any decent rate, then leaving that open is going to just make so much wind noise for the people.
You can slow it down. It's not one speed.
I guess.
I mean, it's not like it only has two modes. 0 miles and 80 miles.
All this
How
just
else would we get there quickly?
arguing the semantics of this of this thing. I
I think the answer is if you would like to talk to us, you have been answered that you can talk to us.
That's fair. That's very fair. I was just gonna ask. Were we told we couldn't tell her why? What's all this
Yeah.
about?
You know,
We were-
do you want to say it live?
We were told to tell her the plan.
Okay. We're at so far I haven't heard anything that sounds like the plan.
We are heading to the Emrohld Respyte Inn. It has been growing rapidly lately, and the influx of mana has led to more mana beasts. We are taking care of their issue.
And what?
We've been told to keep you safe. And specifically to get you away from that area. The area around Golden Heart. That's why we're doing this.
So I'm just a liability then?
No.
I wouldn't call it you being a liability. We want to make sure you're at your best when we go for this.
She's trying to make sense of what you're saying.
It's more so that it is known who's after you, and it's gonna take some time to actually do something about that. It's not a simple matter that any of us could just deal with.
Now need you running in there with a hot head, getting yourself in more trouble than you're already in.
Mm-hmm.
Liability isn't really the right word.
You can see she
It's
understands
just-
what you're saying. She doesn't like it, but she understands.
Yeah, we absolutely get where you're coming from, but we have to do this right. by the guild standards, we do have to do it a certain way. So we're just taking a breath. We're helping you take a big breath, and then we can get back to it.
She catches her breath a couple of times as if she's trying to find the words, but they keep escaping her before they can come out. And when she finally just kind of like looks to each of you individually and just can't help but ask, is this really all because of just who she is? Is this really just because of her name?
I admit, I truly do not know. Is your name important?
I will say, Takeshi, which of the cities did you grow up in? Was it like one of the big cities? Ryu?
Ryu?
Oh, he's
Is that-
muted.
Oh.
Shit.
Ryu.
Sorry.
there you go. It happens.
Just typing. I didn't want clickety clacks.
It's just a little funny. It's like Ryu, Takeshi, and Takeshi's just like been painted white and black with just like red
Like-
cheeks, and he's just started taking up pantomime.
Like
my
moving
God.
his hands like trying to like charades out. He's from New Eris, which is a big city. He's from one of the slums. He's just an orphan kid trying to make a living.
You would know. You would know her family name, Prestigion. Her family's music would be played very frequently in many of the major cities, even if those major cities are not up on the Skylands. Her family is known for being one of the most prolific symphonic inclined collections of people in all the Skylands, to the point that many nobles will like commission for them to make sheet music for them, to lead their orchestras, to perform for them directly. Anyone in Amp's family is of a commoner pedigree of the Avanoi people, but they've made such a name for themselves that even members of High Court will call upon them to perform.
I see.
Of course, they have their own status to uphold and their own image to uphold.
So,
Also, Unseen Demon, thank you so much for the stretch.
stretch.
So, Takeshi, you can relay all this information to them, and like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, okay. So that begs the question then. Why would a dark guild be after you?
she just kind of like has this overcast look on her face as the buggy just kind of like lazily drifts along. And for
I think
this,
Lyle's.
oh, you first, Lyle.
No. Finish your thought.
For this, I'd like you guys to make a travel roll.
Oh, God.
If you roll on a d8 less than a 6, she'll start to explain a little bit.
Who wants to roll?
Oh,
Do you want to roll? Because if you don't, I will.
I can roll that. Hold on.
Okay.
It's just
okay.
a flat d8.
Flat D8.
Yeah! We did it! Good job.
So before that, Zerati, you were saying something?
I mean, I feel like it leans pretty well into this. Lyle is going to look down at her guitar case and just go, "Why did you come to Gollum Heart?"
I didn't want to be a part of that family. They're too set in their ways. They're too stuck up. They don't appreciate anything new. It's got to be done a specific way, and they just contribute to no new forms of creativity like everyone else up in the Skylands. So I ran away.
Looks like you and I have more in common than I thought.
And Takeshi, you might notice a little something about her. Given your, like, slum, rough upbringing. She's not being entirely forthcoming with what all caused her to do this. Like, from all the time you spent on the streets and, like, all the people you've watched and, you know, gotten by. You know when someone's, like, playing all their cards or when they're holding cards close to their chest.
It's the truth, but not the entire truth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that tracks. Let me get this closer. There we go.
Granted, you may have some context clues from interactions with her in the past or things you've heard her do to put pieces together. Ow.
Oof. You good? Did the cat attack you again?
No, I was stretching my neck and I got a good pop, but it was like also ow. Oh.
I see.
Well, yeah, you guys, Takeshi at least can tell she's not revealing everything at the moment.
Okay.
Actually, I should just ask. Did any of you hear the comment that I made? Because I didn't get any response to it.
A comment about...
Wait, which comment?
About there being more in common between the two than
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I can never be entirely sure with Discord.
Oh, what do you mean about that?
Just things cutting out.
No, she's
Things
asking
getting
you. She's
Oh.
asking you, Ira.
Oh.
What? What do you mean about? What do you mean by that?
My family are merchants, and they wanted to bring me into it, but it, like what you were describing, it was just so suffocating. There was no room for curiosity or interest or wonder. Well, there's a room for interest in one sense, I suppose. But it's... I didn't realize how nice it would be to have somebody who would understand me that way.
Anybody else have anything they want to say on this matter?
Would your family have arranged for you to be brought home?
You can tell she's tensed up when you ask that. It's 100% very likely.
A dark guild, though?
They want their little
Who else?
perfect songbird to come home, stop living with silly dreams in her head, and start doing as she's told.
Yeah.
Whether that's for family-to-family arrangements or for performances. Anything to get the Prestigion name up higher in the echelons of socialism. Or not socialism. Socialite. I'm trying to find the proper word. Socialites. What's the word? Social circles. That's the word.
The upper crust.
Yeah. Society.
Higher and higher society.
No, we know.
It had to be said.
She just sighs. You could tell she doesn't. Well, Ira, you remember hearing a song of hers.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that music that she played was very much not something that was common. Like,
No.
in this current era, jazz would be like the most swanky type of music, I guess you could say.
Amp wants to play
Yeah.
all the notes.
And
Somebody thinks jazz doesn't play all the notes.
It's about the notes you don't play.
in particular, the Prestigion family are known for, like, leading symphonies. They're known for opera. They're known for, leading orchestras. They're known for string quartets, stuff like that. And the music that you heard her play was different from any genre that's, like, been played in media.
She's the rebellious daughter who wants to play rock.
She actually
And
is.
not just that. When she said that to secure where they are in society and social circles, does that also mean your future within it?
Are you asking the same character?
Yeah. Wait, sorry. Assume I said you instead of she. I was actually muted when I first asked this question. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Scuff is in our DNA.
Scuff.
And those little, like, feathery ears of hers just kind of, like, droop down for a moment. And she's troubled by this. She doesn't seem like she wants to talk on the matter anymore at the moment. She's conflicted on multiple things at the moment.
Arian gives a nod. It's not exactly the same, but in my village, fathers pick for their children.
She just nods once slowly.
That's rough, buddy.
That seems altogether too common.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
At that moment, Arya's gonna take a moment to take another deep breath, set down the guitar case on her lap, and start opening it up so she can pull out something that... It doesn't look like a standard guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it could be hooked up to something, but it also looks like it has the shape of an acoustic. And she just starts strumming some notes along while you guys drive safely through the beginning of the Emerald Jungle and make your way across a little bridge. This is the same road you were going down when you started heading to Onward for your very for your last mission, not your very first mission.
I want to say for our first real mission.
Yeah, for your first real mission. And as you
Main quest.
as you head down a new path towards Emerald Glen, you see the trees start to change as she's playing a little song on her guitar that just sounds a little melancholic, but also with a bit of hope behind it. There's no lyrics, it's just notes at the moment, but
Arian kind of hums along.
it's just her own little thing. It doesn't sound like anything any other band would really produce. It sounds entirely experimental. Whether that sounds good or not, that's subjective. And the rest of your travels are okay. You can use the rest of your travel time to discuss anything you'd like, or chat amongst yourselves. She seems to be calming down a little bit as she's considering everything and coming to the realization that this isn't just like a random thing. This is her family trying to get involved directly now. As opposed to just a dark guild being hired to like ransom her off. This is very much likely her family putting out a bounty to have her taken home. As you head across the little bridge, and you start to see the pink trees and the tall, tall, sturdy grass.
Is this grass that I could get lost in if I stood in it?
Like
how tall are we talking?
We're talking bamboo thickets.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because technically speaking, bamboo is grass.
It is. That is correct.
It is. That's grass. Baby.
And of course, let me find it. Where did it go? No, not that one. No, not that one. There we go. You come to a new scene. Kaiza, why did it move you? There we go. Do you have vision of the scene?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The tavern.
Yes, good. I did it right for once, everyone. I did it right.
Yay!
Proud.
This is a recently developed establishment, and it's making quite a name for itself for what it's doing. It's got quite a number of people coming by to perform at it, spend some time, enjoy the almost crystalline lake. And it looks like they're getting ready to, with all the revenue they're pulling in, to expand. It looks like they want to expand because off to the side you see quite a lot of construction equipment and quite a lot of materials. As you all get brought in by the carriage, you pull up and you start stepping on out. Now let me see if I can get this to work. They're a little small. Oh, let me see if I can tweak this a bit while you guys enjoy the scenery and take it all in. So please enjoy this lovely, lovely map done by Goblin Via.
Oh.
It's quite good.
Yeah. Look at that.
Conceptually, the grapes are massive.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get it to resize at the moment.
Oh, I see.
Are you seeing the grapes?
They're
Yeah.
like the size of the fish.
No, they are. Well, not the individual
Like,
grapes.
like not the individual, but like that's still bigger than what they would be.
One bundle of grapes almost fills one of the chairs.
Yeah.
Listen, Incarnate isn't perfect.
Oh, no, I know.
So as you all step out of the buggy, you can start to take in the scenery. What are you guys doing?
Remembering that this was described as almost more of a resort inn, it's a luxury inn.
Yes.
Lyle's going to kind of tap Amp on the arm. If you recognize anyone, let us know.
Yeah, thanks.
Indeed.
As you all start to head inside, and there's quite the ruckus of people enjoying themselves. There's like a little, I guess the proper way to describe it would be bardcore.
Bardcore.
I love that.
Yeah, there's like a little bardcore band up on stage, and they're performing on their lyre, their lute, their viola, their drum kit, and their flute.
You get the lyre out of there. We don't need another thing that starts with lie.
There's too many.
Hey, Lyre, can you tell me about what you're doing as you walk through? I mean, Lyle.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, what are you all doing as you come onto the scene?
Lilith, that's an incredible question. Do they have a hurdy-gurdy going?
That is important. That is
You
very
do
important.
hear the hurdy-gurdy, I will say.
Yes!
Nice.
Everybody's favorite
Amazing.
instrument.
After a theremin.
Actually, they might have a theremin.
An electric, a mana.
No, I'm just saying it is
mana
possible for
theremin.
some possible like this world version of theremin to exist.
Oh yeah. Something that interacts with waves of magic. Yeah.
You just hear someone start to play the Star Trek theme. But yeah, how are you all responding to the scenery? How are you all responding to the fact that you see quite a few people of, judging by their clothing and their meals of different means? There's
Lyle
several
is
people
scanning
working behind the
everyone in
bar.
here for weapons.
Arian made the excuse of looking around the perimeter, but really to go look at flowers.
Sure. That'll work. Takeshi,
I can do both at one time.
Ira, what are you guys doing?
Not entirely sure, honestly. I guess keeping an eye on Amp and just like making sure everything's okay, I guess.
Yeah, you can see that she's found herself a chair to just sit and watch the stage and listen to the music.
Judging them.
Yeah.
This is
Judging
supposed to be
them.
like a luxury, like kind of upscale, like well, not like hoity-toity, but like fancy rich people.
Yeah, but Takeshi, you can see that there are like some people of common means enjoying their time here as well.
Okay.
Yeah, seems like a place you could feasibly save up to take a special trip to.
Yeah,
Even poor people get to go to Disney World.
it's like a nice hotel.
It's a nice hotel.
He's gonna kind of wander over to Amp and be like, "Hey, I'm not really sure. What do fancy people do here? Like, what should I do? He's
I
never
stand?
had money. He's never been anywhere this fancy, so he's kind of like entirely out of his element.
Quick, act inconspicuous.
Yeah. How?
Pinky out.
You-
Pinky out.
So
You're gonna hear Ira like choke as you ask that question because he's definitely close enough to hear that.
Takeshi just comes up. How do I act rich?
Yeah. How do I act like I have more money than sense?
And she just kind of looks at you with like a very, very confused look. And she's like, huh? Huh?
Takeshi,
What?
she's doing all this because she doesn't want to do any of that. Let's just play it cool, all right?
I mean,
He very disappointedly just takes a
just-
seat at the table and crosses his arms like, fine.
act like you belong?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you had heard before, Paige. Lyle is scanning everyone in here to see if
Yeah.
they have any visible weapons.
You
Hmm.
don't? I mean, aside from like the people that clearly work security here. And of course, seeing you all come in, someone does approach you all. It's very
Don't like that.
it's a very kind of
Well,
stately
it's
man with like with like a bushy beard. And the best way to describe him would be, for anyone who has read the lore document for the show at the moment, the free lore document, which you can find on Patreon, by the way.
Mhm.
He looks like a cross between, you know, the classic like, oh my father, the half elf, the bard, got with a half orc
Hmm.
and had me. This man looks like the cross between a Lorgan and a stout folk.
Oh.
To say he looks sturdy is putting it bluntly.
A bit of an understatement there, huh?
So
He's-
wait,
Yes.
if he's a mix of a stout folk and a Lorgan, is he just normal human sized?
He
That's what-
is normal
thank you,
human
I'm
size, but
glad.
he has the
I'm-
clear features of both races
Okay.
in his
I'm
heritage.
just still really glad someone else caught that.
But he looks bulky. He looks sturdy.
as wide as a fridge.
Yeah.
What a phrase. Don't say that in polite society.
Hello, how can I help you all?
Lyle's gonna step up to him and just reveal the secondary guild mark that is engraved onto his gorget.
Oh, someone took the job, did they? Yes,
Yeah.
come this way.
He motions for you all to follow him.
Mm-hmm. Lyle motions for the others to head first so that he can keep an eye on everyone.
See.
You walk by a window and you will see Arian outside.
Arian's just picking flowers. Arian, as
I
you're
am
making your way,
inspecting the perimeter. I am doing both.
as you're making your way over this direction, this direction, the group is making their way out here. And the owner of the establishment takes you all out onto the patio, where you can see the outside, where there's some seating for outside. There's, of course, the chimney stack that leads to the kind of like, I guess you could call it a brick oven.
It looks like it.
And he starts taking you down this direction, towards like a little side building that's kind of used for administration at the moment. He takes you all inside and to his office where he can explain some things to you.
I would like to be the first one to welcome you to the Emrohld Respyte Tavern, and thank you so much for the time to take on this quest we've posted. Before all that, I implore you please try not to disturb any of the guests here. We have a reputation to upkeep, but we also want to protect them.
Wasn't planning on it.
And he's just like looking at the rest of the group. He's looking at the rest of the group as if waiting for someone else to say something. Because getting the word of one person in a group of 5 isn't very reassuring to him.
Do we look like a bunch that would do that?
I don't know. Takeshi's definitely standing there in what looks like black leather riding pants, motorcycle boots, fingerless gloves, a black vest.
Takeshi just now has a pompadour and he's got a motorcycle.
Oh no.
He's gone full Yankee.
I mean, Arian still has, like, all of their face covering and everything, and they've also consequently they are holding a bunch of flowers at this point.
Like, looking from the rough and tumble Takeshi to Amp, who looks a little crestfallen still, but also tense, to Arian, who looks like they're completely out of place with, like, the medical grade gear and, like, the flowers, to the man who is decked out in full body armor, ready for battle, to you, Ira.
Yeah, wait. Who's bigger, Lyle or this guy?
This guy.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, man, my neck is hurting.
You okay?
No, because Arian has to look up so
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, well, I can only assume you won't cause much of a ruckus, but the problem being, we've been getting more and more mana beasts attacking lately. Now, the security team can deal with the bushwhackers easily. But we've started to get Trents.
Treants?
Yes, Trents.
Like,
Trents.
Show me them.
I figured you might get attached to that because there's like a lot of plant monsters.
We can show you some of the results of the fights with them recently, but I'd like to talk about lodging and food while you're here.
oh, okay.
Now, to cover some of the repair costs, you will be offered a discount while you're here. We can't give it to you free of charge. You're welcome to spend the night outside and fish for your own food, but if you'd like to stay inside lodgings, we'll give you a 50% discount.
What does that look like? Like what is the price after the 50% discount?
He lets you know it would be around, after the 50% discount, 250 zenit a night each.
No, I'm good. I can sleep outside. It's fine.
Wait, he lets you
do
know
you
that
know
would
how
be...
many recaps I have to say in order to be able to afford it?
Yeah, I can only afford one night.
Well, you're
jeez.
perfectly welcome to use some of the staff lodgings. Of course, you're welcome to tour the main floor and the top floor of the establishment and see if you can find the cause of all this. But I implore you to please discover the source of the problem and find a way to stem it, so to speak.
It is taking everything in me not to make another plant pun. Oh my god.
I'd like you to nip it in the bud.
Well, that's just not fair.
No, I don't mean to bark at you, but I'd very much like to show you some of the results, some of the past scuffles we've had.
To show you some of the results.
It's a very good reminder of where you are.
Yep.
I'm smiling so much it hurts.
Oh, jeez.
So I'll say it's like around just after noon. It's just after midday. You can use this time to explore, start gathering evidence. You know, get a feel for the place while you're here. So, what all would you individually like to do?
Do we know, like, the area, like, what is considered this full area that we can investigate? So, like, we aren't going too far out or anything, like, which directions we need to go in.
He's offering to give you a tour to show you, like, the extent.
Okay. I think that is a good thing for us to do.
Absolutely.
That will take some of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll have, like, the ability to do 3 tasks a day. Or 4 if you start the day early. So, he takes you out and he shows you around the place, which is... I don't know how big an acre is. Does anyone know how big an acre is?
Google will tell me.
Some odd square feet, isn't it?
It is 43,500 square feet.
Ow!
I was nowhere near.
So the 100-acre wood is big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He lets you know that they have almost an acre around them. But the mana beasts have only been...
It is
about the size of
defined.
400 dishwashers.
It is defined as the area of 1 chain by 1 furlong.
What?
Okay.
What?
Hold
I
up.
want to find whoever wrote that. I would like to discuss that.
Ah, yes,
my
this
thing.
this is about 1 chain by 1 furlong, or 3 freckles past the hair.
It is.
I think you're gonna
An
need to do some
acre
necromancy.
traditionally is 66 feet by 660 feet.
Why? Why?
Why is it not a perfect square?
That's
Of
just makes me
course.
so
It
angry.
is, it is 10 chains squared.
Whose chain are we measuring things by? You're yanking my chain.
I agree, printers. I agree.
I am not.
I'm getting to the end of my chain.
Okay, you know what?
Look,
This is-
1 acre is the size of like 2 small acres. Does that make sense?
What? No. Now
You can
I'm
fit
angry
at
you.
least 8 billiard balls in it.
Okay.
At least.
It is slightly smaller than the total area of a standard football field.
Okay, so he shows you that they've got quite a bit to work with.
And
But-
Anything but the metric system.
Can you definitively say it's bigger than a bread box?
God damn it.
By the way, did we ever get a name for this dude?
Oh, whoops.
No, he did not. He just introduced himself as the owner.
Owner. All right.
I mean, if you would like a proper name for him, I hadn't thought of one. Welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome.
Hello,
Raiders. Hello, Raiders.
Raiders, welcome.
y'all
Whether you're here
doing?
to stay or heading on out, please grab a book before you leave. You joined us as we are playing Derpaige, my lovely Fabula Ultima campaign that I've managed to get together.
Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. With some wonderful people here. We're
Wait,
in the middle
Raiders?
of...
God, people!
What? You okay?
What just happened?
Hold on, the ad is starting soon. Oh, God, no.
Oh my god, were you say better return during the ad?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Were you trying to get your intro thing to play? Were you saying?
No.
The fucker despawned.
He spawned. Oh, you stepped away from the wizard for too long. You despawned. You gotta start the encounter over.
Oh,
No,
no.
I'm so
starting the
sorry,
encounter
readers, you got
over
ads.
is making Ryu say Takeshi's full name.
Oh man. Yup.
Raiders, thank you for stopping on by. I am a voice actor. I've been a voice actor for 15 years. If you got hit with the ads, I'm very sorry. Thank you for stopping on by. Please enjoy your stay. We're enjoying some Derpaige today. The Fabula Ultima campaign with these lovely people.
We're in the middle of a little side quest right now. That said, please enjoy your stay if you enjoy the cozy vibes. Normally we do a giant spiel to welcome y'all, but we're just like enjoying the story today. You know what I mean?
And also, if we do the spiel right now, it'll be eaten by the ad.
Yeah, that. Like, oh hey, ads are coming. Oh, you don't have any more snoozes. Oh, thanks Twitch.
Thanks.
Oh, best. Thanks.
Gotta love
That's
that.
so wonderful.
Twitch, our favorite platform.
Hey, at least it told me. Yeah. It never. Well, that's true. So, my lovely, lovely people, you are being given a tour of the place. You're shown like the extent of everywhere that like the whole establishment is, but he shows you that it's only close to the actual establishment that the Trents have been attacking recently. And he shows you a couple of little previous battlefields. Hi, Phoebe.
Oh.
Thank you so much for stopping on by. Thank you for bringing your raiders.
Hello, hello.
Meowdy.
Phoebe is going to be one of the players for the side campaign, actually.
Hey.
God, I can't wait for us to eventually meet up and have a fight.
Fight. Wait, why are we fighting?
Have you
I don't know.
considered sparring?
That's what we need, more
Does
sparring.
not.
Oh man.
All I know is that our party needs to make up a rumor about the head of Vecna to lure the other party into a trap.
Wait, what?
Okay.
I won't tell you after stream. It's it's hilarious.
Okay.
It's a very long story.
Thank you for the stretch.
How close?
Also,
Are these
Flava,
battlefields?
thank you so much for the sub. I'm sorry you got hit with the ads.
And thank you so much for the follow.
He actually stole that from a short.
And the short stole it from a green text on 4chan, so...
Amazing.
I'm subbed and I'm still stuck in ad hell.
Yeah, no, subbing doesn't free you from the current ad break.
That's so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So he does show you some of the previous battlefields, and you, like, Aaron, you see the toppled over trees from like all the battles that have happened. Like you see the scarring of mana burns, which usually happens when a mana beast has been taken down.
Yeah. So they have been able to take them down?
Yes, but
Okay.
judging by how much closer and closer each of the more recent burns looks, they're getting closer.
How close is closer?
Yeah. how close
Within
to the
100
establishment?
feet was the last one.
So,
Ah.
is the
Okay.
establishment that we are looking at the only thing of this resort, or are there other areas in this resort?
There are other areas that are in progress of being built.
There's also a side building next to it that is used for administrative work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
which
they
is where
want to
we had
make
the
this
meeting with
place
the owner.
bigger, but they're getting attacked by so many mana beasts that they want to figure out what the problem is. And Raiders, now that you're free of the ads,
Thank you for stopping on by. Enjoy your stay while you're here and enjoy some JRPG shenanigans.
Is there seem to be one particular area that they are coming from?
no.
Okay.
As you tour the place, you see they like just kind of come from wherever within like the tree line. And they're all
Is it-
just trying to get to the building itself.
And is it only treants?
There were bushwhackers as well. We were told.
Bushwhackers? Okay, thank you.
There were some
Thank you for helping me with
like
my
a variety of
actual-
it used to be like a variety of many different types of plant monsters.
Mhm.
Whether it was bark beasts, bushwhackers, weedmen, like a lot.
And
that
I
would
love
be-
Weedman's World. I watch it every Saturday.
What?
a lot of forest-type monsters that would be common for this region. Arian, your specialty in plants. I'd like you to make me an insight check with a +3.
Lionel, I appreciate and am not surprised by you reacting to that joke.
I actually got that too. I really, really. Of course, Lionel, though. Come on.
Yeah?
When I was in like
I wouldn't.
7th grade, my physics teacher gave me extra credit for
Oh.
recording the weekly episodes of it and bringing them into class to show.
That's amazing.
So, for my other 3 players, this is enough for Arian to understand something right now. But if you would like to assist to help that understanding be a bit more, you can do an insight check to help out.
Sure. Insight.
Oh yeah, I'll try that.
Not that I have a whole lot of it, but let's go!
That is not enough from Takeshi.
I'm done.
To the ever-singing Lionel, would you like to make an insight?
I need to open
I'm
my character sheet.
trying mine. I don't expect it to. No.
Lyle.
Nobody.
You know what? There is one other person who can help out.
It does also make sense because Lyle is still at all times keeping an eye on Amp.
Oh man.
And she doesn't know shit either.
Yeah.
Arian,
She
Yeah.
knows as much as Ira.
I will let you ask one question. One question in regards to everything that's going on here, and I will be 100% truthful.
Only one question.
Ooh.
With the 10 that Arian rolled, yes.
Okay.
You're sure?
Yes?
What? Let's
The joke is that I'm asking questions.
Well, that's
Oh.
Arian. That's Arian asking. the
Yeah,
question,
I haven't
not
asked
you.
the question yet.
I mean, you could ask me as many questions as you want. I may or may not give you the proper answer.
I need y'all to watch the D&D movie.
You may ask
please.
one
Are you
question.
talking about?
Are you
sure one
talking about
question?
the-
You may now
talking
ask
about the
no
new one?
questions.
I love
Start
that
over.
bit.
Um,
My other favorite bit is there are 2 guards at the door. One says, "One of us tells only lies, the other tells only truths." The wizard says, okay, I know this one. To solve this, the barbarian walks up and just axe murders one of them.
Is he dead?
Is he dead?
Oh, is that where that joke is from?
Again, people forget the caveat to that problem is that they only let you ask one question.
Yeah, the barbarian just walks up and axe murders one of the guards. And then asks
It's-
the still alive one, is he dead?
It's
Yeah,
like
but
the-
you have to ask which door you're supposed to go through because one sends you to your destination and the other leads a certain doom.
Have I seen
Everyone
Journey
forgets
Quest?
that a really important bit.
I love Knights and Knaves. Ryu, do you know the 3 gods problem?
I do not.
It is an extension of it. You have 3 gods. One tells only truth. One tells only lies. One can tell either. You can ask 2 questions,
what
and you have to
black and-
identify which is which.
What black and white fucking question is that?
It's a logic puzzle.
Okay. Before
making
all of our
a-
brains start to melt, Arian, would you like to ask anything?
Yeah.
Okay, so they all have the same mana burns. They've been encroaching more, and you said they weren't really congregated from one area.
No.
They're coming from different areas. They're not coming from any
Yes,
specific area.
that much has been confirmed. But you may ask
Okay.
one question that has not been discussed at the moment. And I will be 100% truthful. Because of your expertise in plants, you can figure something out here.
They all seem to have come from the same plant.
Yes. You would know this, given your specialty in plants history, that Trents, however you want to say their name, will usually look like, when they spawn in, they will usually resemble different trees, different sorts of patterns and whatnot. But from the residual mana signature of like all these previous battles and some of the leftover materials, you get one sense of this. It is the same monster that keeps spawning in. As confusing as that may be to happen, it is the same exact monster that keeps spawning in and getting closer each and every time. It is the same single monster.
So these are more like saplings from them.
No. You could tell that there are saplings around the big the big body leftovers. But the big body is the same one that keeps like getting killed and regrowing and coming back.
Okay. There's something here at once then.
Which you know this is very much not common for mana beasts to do.
Yeah.
Let alone a plant. Let alone a plant mana beast.
Yeah. And I definitely tell them this, but there's something we should be looking in the resort for what it's looking for. Because there's something drawing it here. Otherwise, it would probably just be attacking the entire area if it was just encroaching specifically on this area and it didn't like where that they were trying to expand. It would just be attacking everywhere. But if it keeps coming to the same spot over and over again, it's looking for something or it's attracted to something very specific.
So you're saying we're gonna have to spend our entire time investigating the inside of the resort?
I don't think the entire time, but I think it would be beneficial for at least some of us to try. Like, maybe we split up, but we should definitely put some efforts into finding what it is looking for.
I have a small suggestion. While you're investigating the inside, I could perform and keep people distracted so they're not paying too much attention to us.
I mean, that works for me.
That does seem like a good idea, although somebody, I hate to say it, but somebody should be keeping track of you and anyone who might be trying to get to you.
She just sort of sighs.
Okay. Then someone stays with Am. And a couple of us can look around, and then I still think we should also investigate the area for where it is coming from. It's got to be coming from somewhere. Like, they normally have an area they're from.
Somewhere deep in the forest.
Don't sing that song. My grandma wrote it. I just accidentally killed Lionel.
Oh, you got me. You got me. Oh.
So, whenever you want to investigate inside the building, Amp will perform and, like, keep the patrons distracted enough so that you're not disturbing them, as per the owner's request.
Yeah.
Which will allow you to snoop around a little bit extra. However, one of you will have to stay with her. So that will reduce the number of, like, group checks that you can do. But it may afford you one extra task. Now, as a group, you have 2 more things you can do before you have to turn in for the evening. What would you like to do?
Does this include getting food
No, that does not
Or
include getting food.
okay, we can just assume that our basics are being taken care of. Good.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure.
If you look at your sheets, there is now a hunger meter, an oxygen meter, and a thirst meter. You must manually take care of
fuck.
all these.
Okay, I am more annoyed by the
You're now
oxygen
going to be
meter
playing
than
Quap,
anything
but with all of your
else.
bodily functions.
Oh.
Oh, not
I think-
Quap.
That is a serious QQ moment. Oh, jeez.
Well, you can't press QQ because then you'll fall over and you'll have to start the game over.
I mean, yeah.
Exactly, Pritters. You can get jugs of water that will increase your meter. By the way, how do you feel about fluffy donuts?
Wait, what are we talking about?
It's a dark cloud joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm drinking scummy pond water.
Thankfully, this pond water here is not scummy at all. You can, you would be more than free to drink all the water here. You damn well can.
Hmm.
Just please use the bathrooms, not the pond.
Yeah, that. that very thought is why Ira is not doing that. Not drinking from the pond.
The fish pee in there.
Yeah.
So do some of the drunk patrons. It's fine.
So where is the restrooms? I don't see it on the map. Is it like a different different side building? Is it?
No, I think they're up. Wait, why would they be upstairs?
Oh man, the water
Okay.
pressure's got to be awful.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that'd be.
So if you do want to check out upstairs, you can check out upstairs.
Okay.
Oh.
These are some of the first rooms they got, which we didn't have the means to show all the bathrooms and whatnot because that would like make so many of the assets so super small, and we need the map to be readable. So some suspension of disbelief here, please.
I was about to say the way
Readable
the way I've always taken maps like these is that it's a generalized, not a complete detailed.
Sure, yeah.
So like there's plenty more rooms in this. They've got all the accommodations they can worry about, but this is like the only other floor currently.
I see.
You did earlier mention a third floor.
There is.
Was that intent? Okay. You just only have a map of the first and second?
No. There is a third floor.
Okay.
Wait a sec. Wait, hold on just a second. Whoa. Oh.
There is a third
Can we-
floor.
Does the second floor have another staircase up?
No,
or
it does
what's
not.
the deal? That's what I figured.
Is there like one of those little things you pull down for attics or whatever?
There is not.
Hmm.
The
I
owner
think-
did say something about perusing being able to look around the first, second, and third floor.
Yeah. But we need to get into the third floor.
So that
Yeah,
would be
but
you going into the kitchen.
Huh?
Okay.
Staff floor.
Oh,
going to the
that
basement.
thing.
We should still be checking everywhere, so.
Or are you counting the basement as third floor? All right.
Yes. I always count the basement as a floor. It's the basement floor.
Well, yes, I wouldn't typically hear it as the third floor, though.
Yeah, but also we're American and we count the first floor as the first floor, even though
No,
the
that's
rest
the
of
ground
world
floor.
counts
There
it
is no
as the
first
lobby.
floor.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got the
Yeah.
ground floor, the basement floor, the second floor.
Hmm.
And no 13th floor. Why? Because America.
Because America.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. America.
But
Dominant
if you would like to
is
check out the
America.
basement-
Yeah.
you can't. It's locked.
Well, can we get it?
Can we get the key?
You ask for the key,
Yeah.
and the staff lets you know that it's something that the owner would give you.
Can we go bug the owner?
You
I
can.
was-
Ask the owner.
Yeah.
He asks you how if you've made any discoveries during your first day here, as the sun is starting to wane in the sky. He asks, is there anything else he can do for you at the moment? Did you reconsider maybe spending the night? Did you maybe reconsider spending some Zenith?
No, we're still good there.
If you're absolutely sure.
Yeah.
Yes. We would like to check the basement, though.
The basement.
They said that we would need to get the key from you.
I'm not sure why you would need to check the basement.
We're just checking everything to see what's going on.
I absolutely don't think there's anything in the basement that would be of concern. It's most likely the wood that we use to make the sauce.
Uh-huh. That's in the basement?
No, the basement's made entirely out of brick and mortar.
Okay, that's what I thought. Wait, I'm sorry. Go back. You were mentioning something about the... Are you talking about the wood that the building's made out of?
Here, use the key. Here.
She's just like shoving it in my hand.
Takeshi takes the
He
key.
fumbles over a copy of the key.
I was
Both
about to say,
Lytle and Ira at the same time being like, that was my first thought.
He gives you the key.
okay. Now it's just kind of like staring at him, kind of weird, looking back at the key, and he's like also looking at the building, and it's like, oh no. So, I'm gonna leave his vicinity.
We use perfectly ethically sourced wood for this. I can assure you.
I bet.
That is something I will investigate when I'm out of eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
It's something
When
that
I
you
am out
might
of
be doing during the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that later.
So for your second thing, you want to check out the basement.
Yeah.
All right,
Would
does
anybody
everybody
like
want
to
to
come
check
into
out
the
the basement?
basement with me?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
Basement time. It's basement. It's basement time.
All right, as you go into the basement,
Oh.
Oh, I would like to look at the tree parts.
as you come down to the basement, you see three massive kegs. Or I guess you would call them tankards. You see these three massive casks of
Is that a
some
tap
sort of
room?
like prized drink that the establishment has made a name for itself of. Like,
Is that a...
these things here are probably why this place got so popular. They make their own special type of brew. A brew that's supposedly so good it's almost enriching to the mind and body.
Hmm.
A spirit
Yeah.
that will
That-
lift your spirits.
Is this part a locked door?
Trees.
Or is this door... can we go through this area to
That
the
door
bottom?
is locked.
Yep. Is the key he gave me in
It
going
does
in there?
not work.
Yep. Okay. Paige, you shouldn't have let me see that because now I'm just staring at it.
I will say, I still have yet to get lighting figured out for Foundry, so
Yeah,
forgive
that's
me for
fine.
that.
No,
I will
you're
say, if
fine.
you'd like to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
you may attempt a dexterity,
Oh, those are my good stats.
or dexterity insight if you would like to lockpick it.
Oh no, I'm doing dexterity.
Alright, this will
Give
be
my
a difficulty level 13. Let me just bring up the lockpicking minigame.
Okay.
Skyrim style, this bitch.
Oh yes, I can do the Skyrim one better.
Mm.
Son of a
Oh
bitch.
man.
Your allies can help you.
Yeah, I want
I'm not a
to.
rogue. Would anybody like to pretend they're roguish?
I mean, I want to at least try. Right? Like I.
So this would again be like an assistant role.
Oh my
Oh
god!
wow!
Oh.
Well, that will boost it by 2 and grant you an opportunity.
Okay.
Oh,
So that
opportunities,
boosts
right?
it to
You can-
11. No, wait,
What
I think critical boosts it by 3.
What opportunities would I be able to use in this situation?
You can like learn something of the area around you. You can get an accuracy bonus to your next roll.
Oh, so I don't have to use it like immediately.
No, you do not.
Nifty. Well, then I think I will hold on to it for a little bit. Although, let me actually check the list. Ah. Well, I wish I'd had the opportunity beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for advantage.
Oh.
Aww.
Four.
Oh wow.
Well,
You might
Arya's
be
gonna be
able-
staying upstairs to like to do a little performance. But I believe a critical will give you a +3 to that. So that is now a 12 for Arian.
You still need one more.
Yep, you need one more.
I can give. Yeah, I will take the advantage opportunity though.
Which does what,
Any-
dear Lionel?
Well, it's gonna give the next check performed by me or an ally a +4 bonus.
So who would like to do a dex roll? Who would like to stay
I'd say
upstairs with Amp?
I'd say that's probably going to be Takeshi because Lyle is absolutely going to be taking.
Yeah, I was
first
about to
watch.
say.
Your
I
deck's
figured you
terrible.
would.
Let's go.
Dex. You
Dex,
get a
Dex.
+4.
What?
You get a +4.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
not gonna be enough, I'm afraid.
With a +4?
Okay.
Because
I
you
don't-
got a 4.
It has to be a 10 or higher total.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I
Okay.
will say this. I will be generous because I couldn't figure out the lighting of the map to like make this more intrigue based. I will let you re-roll once with the +4.
Who?
Okay.
Oh, Arian?
No, for Takeshi.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. That makes more sense.
okay.
Dice don't fail me now.
Just got a 6.
Come on.
There you go.
Hey,
There
that's
we
enough.
The
go.
12.
That is enough. And Arian, you hear the soft click of the door unlocking. And you can open up the door.
And I do. And I go inside.
You see where the magic happens. You see what's in the secret sauce. You see these tree roots have grown into this place. Not that this place has been built around the tree roots, but that the tree roots have grown into the building itself.
Almost like the brick has been pushed out, but
Yes.
okay.
But taking advantage of this, you see these machines hooked up to them that's kind of like siphoning sap from the trees. And that sap is being used to enrich the drinks that they make.
Arian just blinks. Oh, you know, it's almost like that. Like they're not even. They're just disappointed more than
Your
anything.
history in plant care will let you know this.
hmm
This is a special type of Mythica tree. That's... These types of trees are usually like anchors for the forests around them. These types of trees usually like help regulate the mana flow of the area around them. when they're cut down, it usually results in a mana storm immediately, which you would know is what happens after too many mana beasts have spawned. These trees are usually such an anchor to the flow of the life stream, to the flow of mana on the planet, that taking one down will absolutely cause a mana storm. Tampering with them like this may cause some pissed off monsters to spawn.
I don't even think I need to have my knowledge in plants to understand what is happening here. This is like so beyond common sense that I'm actually like a little angry that we were even called to be here. Arian just looks at it, looks back at Ira and Takeshi, and it's just like, are they fucking kidding?
Now,
They want to know what
No,
their
they're
problem
not.
is.
now,
Like,
here's the thing, Arian. This is just day one of your investigation. And it's getting to be late. And you hear people upstairs starting to come towards the door. To come downstairs. Are you gonna get out of there? Are you gonna hide? What are you guys gonna do?
Is there a way to lock back the door?
There is.
We were given the key, so we're allowed to be down here.
You are.
but evidently
But
not
the key
allowed
doesn't
to
work
be
for this
in
door.
here. Yes.
Alright, well...
Can you lockpick a door in reverse? Is the
Yeah.
question.
Well, we can at least close it. I don't know. Do we just want to hide? Do we want to head back up? Do we want to pretend that we didn't touch the door? Do you all want to pretend like you're drinking? And that we got distracted by the tankers?
Takeshi's not even old enough to drink.
Also, Arian doesn't drink at all, so...
Yeah, we also did specifically ask to come down here to like
So-
check things out. So
Takeshi,
Yes.
if you want to make me a might check, you can close the door hard enough to give it a temporary jam to make it seem like the door is still locked.
I was definitely waiting to make a might check to open it, so let's go ahead and make a might check to close it. Let's fucking go!
That is 100% enough.
Well done.
Any higher and you would have yanked that door right off the hinges.
Oh, jeez.
You could pick lock it closed too. The picking is just to move the pins into place. You could just turn the tumbler closed again without picking. Oh. I did not know that. I thought lockpicking was only for unlocking shit.
oh yeah.
So apparently you can lockpick in reverse.
Yeah.
I just imagine
something new today.
I just imagine like a reverse burglar who like maliciously goes around locking stuff behind people's backs just to gaslight them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could theoretically do that to try and do like completely like untraceable entry. It doesn't really work though, because when you pick the lock, it like scratches up the inside of it.
So I will say this: we can use that 15 to say you can relock the door.
Yeah.
If you nervously want to say you shut the door, though, Takeshi, that's up to you.
Honestly, yeah, let's lockpick the door shut if that's the... I feel like that's the better option.
If you make it work, then yeah.
Yeah, you managed to relock the door, get everything all set, and just pretend to continue your investigation down here as a couple of the staff come to collect some of the bottles from the corner and take them upstairs for the patrons that have ordered some. They are none the wiser. Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going?
Yep.
How's it
Just
going?
nod towards him.
As these restaurant workers say the very same thing that Siren says to everyone else. They just walk in. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
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 As you head back upstairs out of the kitchen, and you see many people interested in Amp's performance as you come back out into the main room. She's just finished singing a song, and people are clapping for her. Like there's a round of applause as she finishes up a song that Lyle, you got to hear. I will show you a link to the song later. Because I don't want to get DMCA'd on that.
Oh.
Was it a higher class song or something that she's more comfortable
Something that
with,
she's
or something
worked on
experimental?
herself.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And so the first day is coming to a close, and you go to set up camp.
Erin just looks really grumpy.
As you set up the camp, let me. As it becomes nighttime, now let me just set up a.
Sick.
As the lights come on and you start setting up your camp and all that. You get things together as you set up camp to start talking amongst yourself. What all's going on with this joint?
Hmm.
They brought it on themselves. That's what's going on. Why are they wasting our time? And also, will we get paid if I want the bad thing to happen to them?
What are you talking about?
Well, we definitely won't get paid. Certainly, I agree that this is what they deserve.
What did you guys find?
Happert.
What?
They're tapping into the roots. I am gonna go Drew and murder Opo. It's what's gonna happen.
What do you What do you mean?
They the trees, they are tapping into the what did you call them again?
It was a Mythica.
Mythica.
The Mythica. They're tapping into the Mythica. They are drawing the beast to them because they are using them.
Do you think they're knowingly doing that?
Yes. With the way he was acting, yes. I think he only gave us the key to the basement because that one door was locked. I think he thought we were going to be content with that, and it looked less suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
And Amp looks at Takeshi and Ira.
At best, he's a complete and total fool. And that's being very generous.
And I mean, Lyle, do you think the staff didn't look like they had any idea, right?
What kind of vibe was I getting from the staff as I was watching everyone that went by during her performance?
You could tell the staff are just like doing their job. They're not like purposefully getting involved in this.
Yeah, I doubt.
There is one other staff member, the head chef, though, that you might get an idea out of. And the head of security.
Yeah,
Basically,
the head chef would have been
managers.
in the back of the house. So.
The head chef was definitely in the back of the house. The head of security, though, you could tell he was keeping an eye on you just as much as you were keeping an eye on him.
Mm.
So, what is the plan then?
I mean, we've got to. From here, there's only. I don't think we're gonna get paid.
I don't think we are either. Seems
How do we solve
seems
this?
unlikely.
Be fair, completing the job is not the goal of our being here.
That's true. Oh,
It is
oh,
true.
yes, that's true. Aha, loopholes.
If we just leave, people could be in danger.
I didn't say we would leave. We're not gonna leave. There's innocent people. You're right, but
we neither have to leave nor do any real damage other than stopping this siphoning of mana.
So
That seems as though it would solve all the problems in one fell swoop.
what's to stop them from siphoning it again, though, is the problem.
We can't exactly just run them out of here, can we?
Well, we can, but I don't.
We could.
I think that wouldn't. They're
That
the
sounds
ones
highly
doing the
illegal.
bad thing. Yeah, but
It-
they're the
yeah,
ones doing the
that's-
bad thing.
Nothing
Is-
salts the earth quite like a bad reputation.
Would that be a bad reputation for them?
Possibly
if the inn is
destabilizing.
evacuated and a trench tears through,
Hmm.
would
Oh, I
it
can
make
do
things
this.
worse if it reaches the roots?
I mean, it's already at the roots. Oh, if the Trent, I don't. Can we get it to the? What would it even do? Like, it's attracted to here. Is it trying to stop them, or?
I do imagine that it would want to smash the machines.
Make it stop.
Oh,
Yes.
I can do this.
That's at least the impression I get.
Yeah, that's got to be what it's wanting.
Certainly is what I'd want to do if I was in its position.
Mm-hmm. So the roots are down there. Is there anything up above that would lead us to where it's coming from?
You would know when it comes to Mythica trees that their roots can sometimes span tens of miles, if not hundreds.
Okay.
Usually the Mythica tree, like, there is usually one, and it is usually the big one in a collection of a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've heard of the baobab trees in Africa that are like big enough that you have like 20 people walk around and they can barely like get around one side of it.
Oh yeah.
This tree would put those. This tree would give those trees a size complex.
Good.
Mythica trees and baobab trees are the difference between 5'11" and 6 feet. Best way I can describe it. That's literally the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't really know the origin of where, and that's not really gonna fix it. So how long has this resort, do we know how long this resort's been here?
This resort has been here for about a year.
So the trees grew in, the roots grew in. It wasn't like they happened upon it or anything.
No.
The way the roots. No, this is Arian is actually thinking out loud. So it wasn't like they came here for the tree. It happened and they took advantage of it.
because it came in through the basement, and so they taprooted it
Do
and
you...
started putting it in their drink. Is what I'm guessing happened.
So all the people here are, by proxy, hurting the tree.
Yes. They like what it's producing for them. It is giving them, the drink is giving them basically just nutrients from the tree. It's stealing the tree's nutrients.
So
And the tree clearly doesn't like that.
how do we... If this happens to people, how do they normally fix it? I'm sorry, I'm still trying to find a proper voice for amp, and my throat is a little
Sure.
sore.
It's okay.
How do they normally fix this kind of stuff?
I assume that I've never heard anything quite like this before when it comes to the tree.
No, but you would know that usually when it comes to Mythica tree incursion type stuff, Dryad Shaman are usually called in.
Well,
Which is essentially kind of what you do already as an alchemist. But,
yeah.
like, this person has dedicated at least 25 years of their life to getting a degree in, hey, I'm gonna be a plant doctor.
Yeah, that's not exactly
I'm
what
gonna be a
I've
magic
done.
plant doctor.
Plant doctor.
Plant doctor.
I mean, it's like,
So we have to fix the Trent problem. That much is certain.
Yes.
ideally, yeah.
But I think fixing it is making them not take from the tree anymore.
If it's an issue of nutrient, could they not also give back to the tree?
You mean like actually like take care of it? Rather than just
Take
from
care of it, effectively trade sustenance for what they are getting from it.
They would have to. I mean,
Would they need to, for that kind of exchange, they would need to know where the tree is, right?
Yeah, you know that, Arian. But
Yeah. I'm making sure, because I will say that out loud if
Yeah.
that is
at
the
this
case.
point, with how much they've like dealt damage to it intentionally, the only way to really fix it would be destroying the equipment to stem the flow of Trents first. But also,
Well, I'm for that.
also you would have to report the people that are responsible for directly, like intentionally dealing harm to a tree like this.
I am also for that. You're not telling me anything I'm against so far.
And then basically getting some of the sigil wardens to post up shop while management is exchanged, and they monitor the situation and keep things under control until the shaman gets by.
Okay. I am for all of this.
It seems way too easy and straightforward, though, Paige.
I think from here, the big thing is we shouldn't let them know that we know. I don't think that would help.
So,
I mean,
with all this
frankly
information in mind, you can decide to stay up through the night and try to sneak in and damage the equipment. Or, you can wait for the morning, accidentally happen upon it, quote unquote accidentally happen upon it during your investigation and then damage the equipment. But it's up to you as players to decide what you would like to do. I'm just giving you the two simplest options.
I would like to hear opinions from y'all what you think we should do.
I mean, our ability to do the former is going to be heavily dependent on whether or not we still have the key to get down into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I assume we still have it right now.
Yeah,
No.
we were given a copy of. Oh no.
No, you would have given it back to the guy.
Okay.
Would he have asked for it back?
Yes.
I think is an important question. Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Lyle's gonna look over at Takeshi. Would the Hercules beetle be able to burrow?
Do Hercules beetles
Hmm.
burrow?
That's
Burrow.
just, I mean, through Earth. It is Earth magic.
Okay.
So
Don't see why not. I
Are
haven't
you-
tried it, but it's worth a shot.
I feel like excavating the area around that to get down there would
We don't want.
that would
I would
attract more attention to us.
Well, also, I don't want you going through the roots. I am worried about what would happen if you went through the roots.
That's also true.
And the roots are pretty much everywhere.
We certainly don't know what path they take under the ground.
I will let you guys decide during our break. YouTube,
Hey.
this part is going to be cut out from the recording, YouTube. And the best way to see this part of the recording is if you become a Patreon sub, which you can watch HD versions of this show and a week before it's posted up on YouTube with our little side banter. And if you haven't already, please consider checking out the Patreon where you can get some free documents about the show. You can watch some of the previous episodes of the show, along with my coming light novel. But we're going to take our 10-minute break. Everybody can get up, stretch, grab some water, chat
I'm
with the
gonna refill a
players,
beverage.
ask any questions that you might have. I'm going to get up and I will be right back. I'm going to get up and stretch. So, we're going to take this 10-minute break to just enjoy.
I'm gonna go drink water. Been a while since
Yeah.
I've done that.
Sam.
Okay.
Thank you, Kai.
He's my favorite. Of course I got it.
He is.
Okay, you're right.
Everybody, thank you so much for being here so far, and thank y'all for stopping on by. If you're still here, if you're lurking, if you're enjoying your time here, please let us know. I also went and got some cheese and fruit.
Cheese and fruit.
You okay there, dude? You sound like you're out of it.
No, I'm doing fine.
Okay. I just want to check on you after I accidentally killed you with laughter earlier. I'm glad you are, printers.
Yeah.
And welcome back from the ad break, everybody. Oh yeah, this is technically a charcuterie board.
Definitely planning on not dying now. Jeez.
Were you planning on dying before?
No.
Well then.
I mean, you know, it's hard to play.
I'm glad.
No, we're not.
I was hoping Arian would get personally invested in this.
This is good. Good.
You put trees in front of me. I don't know what you expected to happen.
Trees.
I'm now time mage, plan for the future.
Yeah, not dying is pretty poggers. Living is one of my favorite hobbies.
It's true.
I'm a master at breathing as well.
One of my favorite things about Paige is that they live.
Yeah, I particularly care with that.
I'm sorry. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, but that sounds so fucking mean. Just like, it's just like the most damning with faint praise I've ever heard in my life.
Like, I just out of context, it sounds fucked up.
Here's the thing, though. Out of context, the opposite I think would be worse.
True.
I care more about Paige's writing than their life.
True.
Please do not say that.
Yeah, no,
That's the point.
Every artist just got the wrong impression from that.
Thank you.
Yeah, we care about Paige. We care about Paige in this house.
I'm very happy that the show is growing in popularity, and we're getting more eyes on the show. Again, everyone who's here, if you like the content so far, please share it with some people that you think might enjoy the story, that you think might enjoy the content. It honestly super helps out more than you can imagine. And like knowing people are actually like actively getting invested in the story kind of like baffles me, but also makes me smile.
It's fun.
Meowshi meowshi.
Yashi Mashi.
Yashi Mashi.
But does anybody have any questions so far before we get back to the game itself? I came for the doggo though. Aw, Karilka. I wonder where Akio is. I know they wanted to watch the show.
There's my way forward.
Is going nuclear an
No,
option?
you may not go nuclear on the establishment.
I would like to go nuclear on this place. Can we
I bet you would.
I was contemplating for a while, just like, hey, Arian, can you make a bomb potion just to leave in the lab?
Mhm.
The thing is my mixed table is still rando, so no, I can't.
I mean, you could as a project.
Yeah, but that would be like that would
That
take
would
some
require
Oh
time and
my
money.
god.
That would take time and money that I don't want to put into it.
That
Could you
is
brew-
actually something that projects do.
Could you brew
Mhm.
just enough poison that people would get minorly sick from drinking the brew instead of getting the bonuses of it?
Oh my
I
God.
mean,
That's-
yeah.
Can you give people
do-
Montezuma's revenge?
That's
There is-
playing the
There-
very, very long con.
Okay, so there is like a part of me that wants to take some of what's already been taprooted out just to take home and see what it does.
I mean, I am similarly curious.
Like, no one would like judge Arian if he took some clippings from the roots, right?
I mean, the tree might judge you.
Yeah, I was thinking of just taking the brew. I don't know about the root
Look,
bits.
Arian can be multifaceted. He can want to protect the tree and still want to study it. Both things can be true.
Arian contains multitudes.
Yes. They are an onion.
Given the way it's growing there, it probably would be realistic for there to be somewhere that pruning slightly would actually be beneficial to the roots.
Yeah.
I was
not-
actually thinking about that earlier when we were talking about how to
Like-
help the tree.
Is there actually a way to sneak in overnight to look down there?
You'd
That's
have
what I
to
was
get by the security
recommending.
and have to make a lot of checks.
That's why I was recommending Takeshi burrow our way under there before.
The only reason I'm saying no is because of the root system, and I actually don't know what it would do to someone trying to get into the roots.
Mhm.
And I don't want Takeshi to get hurt.
I feel like that has a similar vibe to like hitting the buried power line in the side of the road.
You see a root, you just plant one of your recovery mana seeds next to it.
Hey, Lois, they got one of those weird plastic roots under the house.
What?
There was a
What?
Family Guy episode where Peter's digging a pool,
Yeah.
and
Was it
he finds a
Poltergeist?
power line, and he cuts it,
Oh, that
Ooh.
one. Okay.
and Cleveland's trampoline just stops letting him bounce as well, as a result.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Oh.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That is the one Family Guy joke that still gets me to this day.
That's pretty good.
Like, Joe's watching his Steven Seagal movies. Quagmire's plugged-in girlfriend turns off. Cleveland's trampoline just stops being bouncy. Oh, Ragnar, thank you so much. So now that you've found me, what do you think of my work? Who are you?
Like who the fuck are you?
And they call me Star-Lord. Who?
What do you think of my work? I don't even know who you are.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
It was a Tuesday.
Gah.
Are you ready to get back to the game?
I don't think that's how the dynamic works.
There it is.
And we're back, YouTube!
Hello.
So, everyone,
Ah,
it's
I'm
Overnight
probably going
now.
to have to.
you have decided it would be best not to sneak in. It would be best not to
No.
dig your way under. And you spend the night a little restless, trying to make plans. as it becomes daylight once again. The lights go off. The sun rises. And the sounds of people bustling about begins anew. And of course, as the sun rises, you hear something distressing in the distance.
Oh no.
In the wee hours of the dawn, in the wee hours, you hear the sound of
No.
angry growling.
No.
Almost like the groan of bending and breaking bark.
We knew we'd have to probably fight one of them.
Yeah.
And it's not like we can. It's not like we can talk to them and tell them we understand why they're mad.
What are you doing?
You're not.
How are you
Getting
responding?
them. We should probably actually tell the establishment so they can keep people safe.
Yeah.
Given previous ones had gotten within 100 feet, I think Lyle's first thought is to recommend evacuation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we need to figure out what direction it's coming from.
You can hear the direction it's coming from.
Okay, then they
It's
need
coming
to go
from
the
this
other
way. It's coming
Okay.
from this way. It's coming straight to the front door. And security's already getting ready.
Okay. Good.
How are you responding? Well, I take a bite of my brie cheese. I like brie cheese.
Oh, free cheese.
Now,
I eat it
here's
with
the
the rind.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to head it off immediately, or do we want to have security hold it off so we can investigate where it came from while it is away from there, and sit and claim that as our reasoning?
You have
Given
been
they've
hired
ha-
to take care of the Trents.
Well, part of taking care of the Trents is figuring out where they're coming from.
That's true.
Because fighting them over and over does nothing if we don't know where they're coming from.
Especially because while they've started having issues with it, they have still held off during the last few against Trents.
Mm-hmm.
But this
we
particular
know-
Trent keeps getting stronger.
Yes, but we do know that they're not utterly outmatched yet.
Well, you guys decide what you would like to do. I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
Let's hope we get a 1, folks.
No. No.
Okay, so Ab is picking up her weapon and going to fight.
I mean,
She
yeah,
runs
may
off
as well.
to her main concern is make sure none of the people get hurt first and foremost.
Yeah.
Lyle charges off next to and a little in front of her to make sure he's still between her and the Trent.
So, you guys also gonna join the battle?
Yup.
Guess so.
You don't have to. We could hold the line while you use this as a distraction.
I was about to say, I would still like to sneak off and see.
Do you
if I
think the
can
Trent's
follow
gonna
them.
hit Lyle?
All right.
You know what? Yes. Yes, I do.
What? I would never make an enemy specifically just to hit Lyle.
Would you, though? Would you really?
Yes. But I didn't today.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason Duke had an auto hit lightning ability.
Mm-hmm.
And as we come onto the scene, who all is going to be fighting?
I'm just gonna tell you right now, I do not have the enough time left to do a whole fight.
Oh, you don't?
I do not.
Would you like to pause here for today, then?
This feels like a fairly
This-
relatively climactic moment. Like,
Well, I mean, Arian's going to go see if they can find where things are coming from.
All right, then. Boop.
yeah.
And this is just a placeholder until I get some art done for.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, yeah.
For some
I
reason,
think
I
it-
can't make these. Oh no, wait, I can in a little bit.
Man, that is a tough question. Do I stay here or do I go?
I mean, I think this would be, if you had to go, this would be an appropriate time to pause for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Because we still, even after this fight, we would still have stuff we have to do.
Yeah.
Right. If everybody is okay with that, I prefer that. Yeah.
All right. If you're perfectly fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, the sprites are so good.
I love
They were
the
done by
sprite.
Soda Art, and they're amazing.
Yeah, they're real good.
Yeah.
The battle scene looks great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fia and I have been working on trying to make some battle maps so we can do stuff like this, and with Akashak's art, I'm trying to still find some like more battler tokens and whatnot. These are the best ones I could find for these types of monsters.
I'm going to say, as a player, I really appreciate this. This
Yeah.
helps me a lot.
Like,
This will help a
as
lot
we
with
know,
fighting.
Fabula Ultima doesn't benefit from battle maps and all that. However, because this is a JRPG, just imagine you got the UI up here. You got
Uh-huh.
attack, action, or attack, act, item, run. You know, Final Fantasy VI style. Takeshi, when are you going to suplex a train?
We can. Oh my god.
Just remember
Thank
that
you,
you have to have the bass line. If the bass line isn't in the song, you're doing it
That's
wrong.
the only line that I like to sing. The
As
You're
we've
all
heard
doing
from
great,
Hesper
sweeties. I love
18,000
all of
times.
you.
So hopefully I can figure out how to make your icons bigger without having to manually go in and like adjust their size. Like for some reason, whenever I try to put them in, they all are like tiny.
Given the size of the box around them, you might be able to make them a little bit larger by shrinking the actual white space around them, above and below.
True.
That'll at least make them fill their box. Which is what all of the other monsters on here are doing.
This is true.
is just
I will look
filling
into
their
doing
box.
that. Okay. That's an idea I have for next time. YouTube, thank you for being here. We will see you in the next one. Bye-bye, YouTube.
Bye, you too.